things are about to happen. He himself said that we are about to reveal. Forget about the past, think about the present and the future. Think about think about your goals, long-term and short-terms, but think about your short-term goals. What are your scale of preference? Where are you going to start? Those are the things we are supposed to start. Like I was with Bob and myself, we were talking. Bob was talking about, we were talking about health insurance. Bob was talking how his generation will never suffer when it comes about health. He'll make sure that all his generation to have the best of the health insurance. We were also talking about whatever thing that is going to come, we will do something to impact our humanity by good health care, clean water. Guys, it is time we should reset our mindset. We should refocus. It is coming. It is there. Think about the present. Again, OnPassive is a broken vehicle. It will not take us to the new destination. We have a new vehicle that is coming, that is going to take us to that destination where our dreams, where all of us, our beliefs, our vision, and that dream is going to be. Thank you very much. I want to also thank our sister Comfort, who is a technical lady at the background doing her job, and happy Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother Oliver. Thank you very much for that. So I'll summarize what my brother Oliver says. Brother Oliver said, because of our support loyalty, that today the business is going on. So thanks everyone for this great support. No company has this business model. He also said that something that has never happened going to happen to this time. Through difficult time, you were there for us, and then he did the thing for us also. Then you say we should change our mindset, different mindset to impart humanity. So this is what is not. And then Mr. Ash also mentioned that it's not a multi-level company. So this is a different, something that different that is going to do it. He also said he will be able to impart on humanity. So my brother Oliver mentioned also, we have two products, rotator and survey. So everything is limited. Who else can do what Mr. Ash has putting down there and then is doing for us? So he also mentioned that Thursday is the beginning of the new phase. So we should think about that. And then mention also OnPassive is a broken car. So now we are in the new car. So we should think about that. We should think about our new goal, short-term goal and long-term goal. So this is what we should do. We should have a focused mindset. So very important for what is coming, because Mr. Ash said what's coming is bigger than us. Thank you, my brother Oliver. So I'll ask Brother Bob if we can add the last round before Collins come in.
Yes, Brother Vincent. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, Collins. You guys, man. I didn't know I was that impactful. I mean, I became emotional at some point when I thought about the memory of my late dad, who will be 10 years old, who's 10 years old, that he passed this year. So, let me go back to something that Collins said, because I had that in my mind as well. Who Ash Mufara is a generational, one of those people who comes once in a generation. That's the kind of man we have, because when you put everything together, you put in perspective, you look at what this man has endured. Nobody can do that for the sake of others. There is no human being who can do what this man has done, even before the world knowing him. And guess what? We are going to stand and shout to the world that we knew him first. That is the beauty about it. We were privileged. Oliver and I were privileged to be in Boston. I know he invited the four of us here, but at that time there was COVID. So Collins and Vincent could not. It was a very sudden trip. Collins and Vincent could not make it, but Oliver and I were in Boston. We met up. We spent 2 days with this guy. We sat across the table from him. He was sitting the first night. He sat across the table from me and Oliver. He was talking directly, looking at me straight in my eyes. He was talking with conviction, with passion and compassion about his mission and vision, what he believes in. He talked about replication. That is the man that is leading us. That is the man that has garnered this interest from us before the world knows him. We did. You know, let me quote Dr. Martin Luther King. Dr. King once said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands at times of convenience and comfort, but where he stands in moments of challenge and controversy. Ash Mufara has stood the test of time, guys. This man has stood the test of times. He has bent over backwards for us, for you and I, for people he doesn't know. He's giving us grace, a grace that we can never give him back, guys. The grace, all we need to do is to give it to somebody else. You know, that's all. If you ask Mr. Ash, what do you want from us? He's going to say, no, give it to the next person. Pay it forward. Replicate yourself to the next person. Show them how to do it. Pull an ash. You know what to pull an ash means? To pull an ash. This is a legendary one from my late brother Charles. To pull an ash means you do or impact somebody, someone you've never met before. You don't know him from Adam. Possibly you will never see him again. You do or give him something that impacts him in a way that he never forgets to think of you. That's called pull an ash. That's what we expect. If you ask Ash, what do you want from me? He will say, go pull an ash. You know, OnPassive, my brothers have said it. OnPassive is gone. It's a broken car. Please remember that it's a broken car. It will not take us to our destination, to our big, bold, beautiful dream, our mission. It will not take us there. So let us remember, even though we don't know what our new vehicle is, let us remember what it is not. It is not OnPassive 2.0. It is not a passive income. It is not an MLM. It is not a metrics. It is not an investment. Let's just have that in our mind. Our founder is going to reveal to us what this thing is as we move forward. OnPassive was built with love and trust. Love, hope, and compassion. Yes, that's who our founder is. But this new vehicle that we're going in, you know what the foundation is? The foundation is legal and compliance. That is what holds us from the ground up. So please, let us have that in mind. Legal and compliance, that's how we start off. Whatever they say, whatever the NDA, whatever the company says, direction. Remember, Mr. Ash now has pit bulls as lawyers. It's not in his hands. He's not going to forgive you. It's in the hands of the attorneys. They are the ones running the show. So if you violate rules and regulations, good for you. That's my advice. It's my personal opinion. You know, Ash Mufara has withstood the test of times. We must respect him and thank him for the sake of us, for humanity. All the insults, all the abuse, everything, all the online thoughts, even to us, we accept it. But while those were happening, Ash Mufara was building in silence, and now he's ready to roar. He's going to stand at the mountain top, and he's going to roar, and the world will hear him. And then we'll realize that what we've been waiting for far so long, now is going to become a wave. It's like a wave, like an avalanche. My brother calls it an avalanche. That's cracking. And then our patience becomes our power. Thank you so much, my brother Vincent.
Thanks, Brother Bob. Thank you very much for this great. And then Brother Bob mentioned from starting that Mr. Ash, our CEO, is a generational person, generational CEO. So very, very important. Thank you, Brother Bob. And then he has a vision and mission to follow. So we need to respect that. So he's been to Boston with Brother Oliver, been there for 2 days. So because of the COVID, Collins and I's period, we couldn't make it. So again, he mentioned also that OnPassive is a broken car. So we should forget about this, should be behind us. And then build this, Mr. Ash built this company with love and compassion. But with the new step that's going to be to legal and compliance. So we should respect him and thank him for all this great job that he has done for us. And then he's continuing. Thank you, Brother Bob. So, Brother Brother Collins, please.
Thank you, Vincent. Bob, every time when you speak, you always take me to different direction, which is really great. You know, you spin my head every time, and I thank you, Oliver. Also, you brought a lot of things in me. And sometimes when I am on this platform like OTech Pro, Heroes, sometimes I'm emotional because I listen to people who speak. It brought emotion in me, and I started to think about Ash. You know, questioning myself, because there are times I said I want to rise above myself so I can judge my own self better. God should help me to rise, to see my own self, because if I don't understand myself, how can I understand others? And I believe all of us do the same. You know, you said something, Bob, which was just like always crazy. And you know, we came here, we joined this company, we listen to one person, the CEO, a humble man. The man never came in a royal garment to say, wow, look at me. Because sometimes we worship people who are flashy. But he came in that humble nature to say, with no voice, he said, come with me from 2018. And if you don't want to stay with me, I'm happy to let you go. Where would you ever see that? Those who have joined other crazy company, they take it, they suck you in. They will never tell you, if you don't want to be with me, you can go away. I'm happy to give you back. That was not 1 year, not 2 years, not 3 years, not 4 years. We're talking about 2018 up to 2020 when they release 2022. Was it 2022 they released O Connect? They gave everything back for us. This is the genealogy I want to go when I join OnPassive. That company, I want to call the name, the broken car. We jump in and he said, take it. But when we go in, this is it. Bob, you analyzed something yesterday when we were sitting OTech Pros. It was just peanut. But Oliver said it is something for those who came from really poor country. But it was nothing for us in the Western world. And even in the country we call poor, there are people who have more. We know it. It's nothing for them. Because some of those people who complain, they go to best holidays. They travel to Dubai, come to USA, come to UK, but they still complain. But the money they spend every day is nothing for them. They prefer to spend money in unworthy things, but they complain about things that they think Ash want to do this for themselves. But when we go back, look at the transgression, where Ash stand and what has happened, though Ash will not come out and say, wow, cry on mountaintop, this is it like a baby. But when you see this, I called somebody today, the person called me 3 times, which I will not reveal the name. He said, when Ash talked about paying 4 million, he shut his computer down, went off, crying for Ash because that money was enormous. These people are people who are in the Western world. They have many accounts. They did it out of their love because they want to build their community, not because Ash told them to do it. But they say they did it out of selfishness and their own greed, because they think like they came from poor neighborhood and they can give it to them. But when Ash explained without going through, only that money break their spirit. They called me 4 times, I didn't pick it. Until today, I said, why Collins, you're not picking my call? He said, I shut down my computer because I was in tears. That is what this man is going through. How many of us can think about that? How many of us listening to Mr. Ash Mufara, the 1.4 million, thinking about sacrificing your wife, your family, your kids, and we think about money, 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 money. I'm sorry to use something language here because I'm so emotional. You're a greedy person. You think about yourself, you don't think about the person who sacrificed for you, because your life can still go on without that money. Somebody wrote me, which I will say here, I share with my brothers, from India. I was thinking to go and jump. I said, if in a sea, on a river, I wish I was there to aid you understand. He said, this river, jump. If the air you are breathing is not enough for you, God gave us the eye to see, the leg to walk, and the hand. And we think about materialistic thing, accusing somebody for silly things. I'm so emotional to say this. I'm live, but I want to say because I'm emotional now. I said, I will aid you. I said, I'm really, until you have the guts to write me, you are still alive. My God, I thought a dead person will write me and said, Ash, rip you off. For what? Do you know how much the person has spent? How much do we know how much it costs to have an engineer computer, laptop? Bob is here, Oliver is here, Vincent is here. They know the cost price. They are all engineers. We speak because we know it. We know, and we always said, where is this grace coming for this man to still ride on? Because we work in this industry, we know what it costs to build an IT company. And people who don't know, they'll talk about products, it come out, they give date. And I said, okay, you know the date that it came out. Do you know the date of inception when the man sat and think about it? Yes, it came out 2022. But do you know when they started the programs to sit and then hire engineers, the rightful people to build the company? You can think about what you have seen, free products, but you don't know when they started spending the money before you see the product in your own eyes. The product that you conceive as free. Somebody talk about ChatGPT coming out 2020. I went 2015, and 2015 was not the date. It was the date that they gave the free products. One product we are talking about, ChatGPT, which is even for me is useless because I've dissected that side. It's crazy. Go back when he think about it. Maybe it's even 2019. My brother engineers, they are here. From inception, we are talking about from your brain and then recruiting those who will build your brain and then moving forward. And you think about Ash. Ash is a genius with top engineers doing things for him. And sometimes we don't realize what this man is doing. But I thank God that there are people who can appreciate and they know that when somebody come and voice something, it wasn't the day that the person started. It was the day the person voiced to you that this is the beginning. But the person have started doing the groundwork and everything coming. I work in a company. I joined. They started a program 2 years before I joined. I left 4 years. They were not able to release that product. They released component. Let me call it that way. Component to the supplier, not the full-blown product. 4 years after, they started 2 years. And I've joined many of that by 15 or 16 years in IT companies, software development. And I can tell you, so when you are in a platform writing something, go and check. Do your research very well. Don't say what you don't know. We are in an IT company, a software development company, built by Mr. Ash Mufara, powered by AI. It is not easy to come. I've seen my friends, I call them, what my IT colleagues, I'm talking to them every day. Where do you think this thing will come? They have a product. They started 3 years ago. It will come out in 2031 before you see it out. And some of you will use it. You go crazy. This is what I want to say. Let us shut up our mouth if we don't know what we are saying. Enjoy it as it comes. Engineers, they are here, they'll watch us, and they know that what we are saying is true. It is not easy to build. It's not easy to spend the money, and engineers are not cheap. They are not cheap. If they have the experience, they come in, you don't pay them what they want, they will leave you and go. That is it. They want them. They are hot cake. So let us be careful what we say, because they watch you. They read on every platform you are writing. They laugh at you because you are ignorant. I'll leave it there, Bra Vincent. Thank you.